C. Domain is going to be the possible x values, right? So if I give you a question that is f of x equal to 9x squared minus x, and the second one is h of x equal to x over x squared minus 9. So do we have any kind of restrictions with the first questions? No. And what does it look like if it is x squared something? It's an open-up parabola. So if I have an open-up parabola like that, no restriction, then my domain is going to be all real number, negative infinitive to positive infinitive. Are we okay with that? No restriction. Second one, it has a fraction, so does it have any kind of restriction? What is it? Denominator cannot equal to 0, and I know this is something we see in competence exam, right? We can do what with that? Factor. How do we factor this? X plus 3, x minus 3 cannot equal to 0, so x cannot equal to 3 and negative 3. So how do I write this domain? So it means I have to skip two number, which is negative 3 and 3, right? How do you write a domain like that? Domain is going to start from negative infinitive to negative 3 union negative 3 to 3 union 3 to positive infinitive. So basically any number would be okay, just skip the negative 3 and 3. Are we okay with that? Denominator cannot equal to 0. Alright, so the next one, still finding domain. If it comes with a square root, what do we need to be careful with? I cannot have negative under the square root because it will turn that into an imaginary number. So whatever under the root need to be at least greater than or equal to 0. 0 is okay, but negative is not. So we are solving for that. X minus 15 greater than or equal to 0. How do we solve that? Add 15 both sides. So x is greater than or equal to 15. If I graph it, I'm going to have 15 and shade which side? To the right side, or the big number over here. So does it come with brackets or parentheses? A bracket with the equal, right? So brackets here. How do I write my domain? Brackets 15 comma infinitive, close it with parentheses. Are we okay with that? Alright, so the domain part, like, review that. A lot of people get it wrong on the test, so make sure you understand it. Okay, the next one is transformation. So for the transformation stuff, I ask you to remember a few graphs. So what does y equal to x squared look like? Y equal to x cubed look like? And y equal to absolute value of x look like? These three. First one is going to be a, what kind of parabola? Open up parabola. Second one, S curve, go through 0, 0. The last one is a V. Okay, very good. So on the test, if I have something like this, I need you to graph absolute value of x minus 5 minus a 2 here. So the first question is, what is the base graph? It's going to be y equal to absolute value of x. Is going to look like what kind of graph? A V, so that's your base. And then they're going to ask you, how are you moving the graph? So following the order of operations, we focus on inside part first. So this is telling me I'm doing what? This is x minus 5 equal to 0, x equal to 5. I'm going to the right 5 units. Okay, that's one part. The outside part is totally separated from x, so this is telling me I need to move the y equal to -2, which is going down 2. Okay, so 2 things we need to move, and then they will ask you to give me 3 points for the base graph and the new graph. The base graph is my V, right? You say, so V-shaped graph has what kind of points? It has this point is what? 0, 0. On this side you have -1 and 1. On the other side you have 1 and 1, right? Okay, so, and all my x value need to add 5, right? So now we have 5, 4, 6, and all my y value I need to do what? Subtract 2, so we have -2, -1, 1 minus 2 is -1. Okay, so then we can use that to graph, right? Ta-da! So the base have like a V. That's my base. The new one, go to the left 5. Go to the right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go down 1 and 2, right? So the new one over here. Are we okay? So if you're not familiar with that, like, you have to review this, maybe watch the video.